14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Looking down the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the back. The Razorbacks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays. They're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Good timing on the quick out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll flip it up to the back. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That's caught. It's strong. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Offense lining up quickly. Looking to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw, it's McCord. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Well, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
That one comes out hot down the right side. He's off to the races. The 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Arkansas.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And he puts through the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burden. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to...
Got it inside the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Arkansas 28, Michigan 21.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first.
And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll try the run. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Fires to the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
After the misfire, it's second down. The hand to the running back. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on down.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. They want to run this quarterback. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on it.
Makes the grab down the left side.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Trying to find his man on first down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter.
Arkansas 28, Michigan 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The aerial assault continues. He'll pull it down. On the move at the 30. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understanding what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. Quarterback checking the play. To the air. It's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
To the air on first down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Lets it fly. Makes a connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to move it through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Browning. Across the 25, he's got room. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And don't miss the fact there was some heat on that extra point, but he was able to tie it up. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're in a perfect situation here, David. Just make sure you drain the clock and you have the last play.
100%. You can't lose. That's how you want to do it. Lead the clock. Get in a position, Jesse, where you kick the field goal and the clock's at 0.
It just comes down to which plays that you can run in your sleep here. Easy things you can go out and execute to give your kicker the best shot at winning this game.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Got some room to run. The 20. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And I At this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
He'll bring it out. It's Burden. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
Yeah, I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game.
Flying out to the left. He's at the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking downfield, it's McCord. Working that left side now. He gets it in there for the two. Hard to believe they didn't settle for the time, and they take the lead here in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wants to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like in that last play.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to scramble. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football.